Okay, hello. Good afternoon. Ilan tayo? Kalahati lang tayo no, sa 24. Anyway, I'll just record this presentation. So for those who were not able to attend, so I'll just share it later on. So I recorded it already, or I am recording it now. So I'm just going to upload it to YouTube later. Okay, so anyway, so this would be our last topic for this semester. So we have the Laplace transformation of functions as well as the inverse Laplace. So for this time, from 3 until 4:30, we'll have the Laplace transformation. And then during our time later on, so at 6 o'clock to 7:30, so we'll have the inverse Laplace transformation. So at the end of this presentation, you should be able to solve the Laplace transform of a given function using different methods. The first one that we will be introducing would be the Laplace transform using the definition of it. The second one is using the common functions as derived using the definition of the Laplace transformation. And then we could use some theorems as well. So in finding the Laplace transform of a function, so the first one is by shifting theorem, and the other is the multiplication by t raised to n. So those are all the different methods in finding the Laplace transform of a given function. So what is a Laplace transform, or what is Laplace transformation? So in Laplace transformation in general is another method in finding the solution of a differential equation. So whether that is first order differential equation or higher order differential equation, Laplace transformation could do it. The idea behind the Laplace transformation is that it transforms a given differential equation into its equivalent algebraic equation. Okay, so and from there, so it could be easily manipulated using algebraic operation, and from there, so we'll be able to find the solution of the differential equation. So yun yung pinaka-idea niya. Kasi yung methods for first order differential equation as well as the higher order differential equation. So what we are doing there is we are finding the solution. So using some methods in differential equation and then applying the principles of differential calculus as well as integral calculus. Okay. So in the Laplace transformation, so once we transform it into algebraic equation, so we could just simply use algebraic operations, so such as multiplication, division, or of course, we could just partial fractions. Okay? So in solving or in finding the solution of a differential equation. Although there are some minor differential calculus, especially if you are going to use one of the theorem in Laplace transformation. Pero mostly, so once we know how to transform a given function into its equivalent Laplace transformation, and then it would be easier for us to find the solution of the differential equation. Okay, so but to start with, so this is the definition of Laplace transform. So the Laplace transformation is a method that reconstructs a function of real variable t to a function of a complex variable s. So we are given a function of t. So sometimes you are referring to that one as a function in the t domain or the time domain. And then we are going to transform it into the s function or into the s domain, which is considered as the frequency domain as well. In transforming, using Laplace transformation, we are using the general formula. So for Laplace transformation, so this L here, so would correspond to the Laplace transform. That's the symbol for Laplace transformation. Yung medyo maating pagkasulat ng L. Or yung iba, so they are using like this. So that would be Laplace transformation symbol. And then so, kapag naka-enclose yung function natin, therefore, pinapahanap lang what is the Laplace transform of function of t, f of t. So in finding the Laplace transform, it's actually finding the integral of that function, which is multiplied to an exponential function, e raised to negative st. So para makuha mo yung Laplace transform niya, you're just going to multiply the function f of t to e raised to negative st. So t here would be the function or would be the variable, s there would be considered as the constant. And then evaluate it from 0 to infinity. So given that your answer should be defined, okay, so that is why ang t natin, it's only true when it is equal to or greater than 0. Okay, kasi if t is negative, okay, so that would yield an undefined, okay, answer or a complex and an undefined answer. So pag sinabing find the Laplace transform of a given function, so ito lang by definition, so this is how we will be doing it. Okay, so this is how we will be doing it. So remember that e raised to negative st, ang tawag natin dyan, that is the kernel of the transform. Parang hindi sumusunod ang ating Wait lang na.
Yes. Kung gusto niya maganda sa Instagram yan, si Sophie. Tapos, Pretty Looks, Bake Sushi, Bake Sushi, Bake Sushi. Yan yung favorite kong bake sushi shop sa Philippines. Si Sean Hawking. Saan yan? Startup. Saan yan? Hindi na ko rin mo ganyan, pero sa startup vendor yun. Startup.
Okay, hello. Yan. So remember that the e raised to negative st, that is considered as the kernel of the transform. So usually kasi maraming mga transformation. You will encounter that one on your advanced mathematics. Nandun tayong tinatawag na Fourier transform, okay? And other things. So nag-iiba lang sila dun sa kernel niya. So ang kernel ng Laplace transform is e raised to negative st. Okay, so to better understand this one, so let's try to have an example for Laplace transformation. Simple muna. Okay. So ito. So we have to find the Laplace transform of the given function. So using the definition, f of t is equals to t squared. So remember that the Laplace transform of the given function, so that is equal to the integral of e raised to negative st f of t dt, and that is from 0 to infinity. So ngayon, the Laplace transform of f of t natin is t squared. So the Laplace transform niya would be e raised to negative st, and then f of t is t squared dt from 0 to infinity. So we could arrange this one as 0 to infinity, so t squared e raised to negative st dt. So t is the variable, so s here is considered as constant. So how do we solve this one? So we could use tabular method, no? So let's say we have t squared here and then e raised to negative st. So tabular method, so derive t squared. So we'll have 2t, and then derivative of 2t will have 2, then 0. So integral ng e raised to negative st, so we'll have e raised to negative st, and then we'll have neutralize yung negative s, so we'll have negative 1 over s. Tapos, derivative niya ulit, magiging positive, e negative st, positive 1 over s squared naman. And lastly, e raised to negative st, negative 1 over s cubed. And then, there's a tabular method, so this is positive, negative, positive. So ngayon, so yung Laplace transformation ng f of t is equal to negative t squared over s e raised to negative st. Tapos, negative 2t over s squared e raised to negative st. And then minus 1 over or 2 over s cubed e raised to negative st. And this is evaluated from 0 to infinity. So as you can see here, so this is the same. By the way, kapag f of t yan, so that's a given function, and then we are to find the Laplace transform. So itatransform natin yan into an S domain. From T domain, magiging S. So ang symbol ng Laplace transformation nun would be f of S. Capital naman siya nun. Okay? So pag kinukuha natin yung Laplace transform. And from here, actually we can factor out yung negative e raised to negative st. Matitira nun would be t squared over s minus 2t over s squared minus 2 over s cubed, then e raised to negative st from 0 to infinity. So ngayon, kung isa-substitute na natin yon, so substitute natin yung infinity, so negative infinity squared all over s, and minus 2 times infinity all over s squared minus 2 over s cubed. Then multiplied it with e raised to negative infinity times s. Sorry. Then minus. So ito, so 0 na yung so negative 0 squared all over s minus 2 times 0 s squared, then minus 2 over s cubed. So all of this multiplied it with e raised to negative s times 0. So So e raised to negative infinity times s. So s could be any number, any positive number. So negative, e raised to negative infinity. So that would make it equal to 0. Okay, so this one is already 0. Basta e raised to negative infinity. Okay, so that is already 0. So di ba ang exponential pag ganito siya? So if it is negative, so it is closer to 0. So in short, the whole of this is already 0. Yung first term natin. Tapos this one is 0, this is 0. E raised to negative 0 naman, so this would be equal to 1. So making our f of s to be simply negative times negative, so positive 2 over s cubed. So eto niyan yung Laplace transform ng t squared. 2 over s cubed. Question? Okay, so next. So by definition ulit tayo. So paano na naman daw ang e raised to negative 3t? So find the Laplace transform of e raised to negative 3t. So this is equivalent to e raised to negative st. So multiplied it with e raised to negative 3t, and that is from 0 to infinity dt. So ito, i-combine lang natin yung mga constant. So from 0 to infinity, that is e raised to negative s plus 3, then multiply it with t dt. Tama? So factor out natin yung negative t. So matitira would be positive s plus 3. And then since s plus 3 is considered as constant here, so ang integral nito would just be negative 1 over s plus 3, then e raised to negative s plus 3t, and that would be evaluated from 0 to infinity. So ang Laplace transform yan, so negative 1 over s plus 3, so e raised to negative s plus 3 times infinity, so minus e raised to negative s plus 3 times 0. So negative infinity is 0. Then negative 0, that would be 1. So giving us the f of s then to be negative and negative. So positive 1 over s plus 3. So ngayon, so that is the Laplace transform of e raised to negative 3t. Okay, so sir, lagi bang ganito yung solution natin? Haba, di ba? Actually, may mas mahaba pa dyan. So what we did are just simple, or we're finding the solution using the longer method in finding the Laplace transform of a given function. Pero actually, kung titignan mo sila, meron silang pattern. Like for example, sabi ko natin kanina, kung meron kang function daw, ang function mo is e raised to negative 3t, ang Laplace transform niya is 1 over S plus 3. Kung bibigyan ko kayo ng e raised to 2t, ang Laplace transform yan is actually 1 over S minus 2. If the function is e raised to t over 2, ang Laplace transform yan would be 1 over S minus 1/2. So in short, for example, if I would have f of t which is e raised to nt, so wherein n is a constant. So what do you think is the Laplace transform of that? What is the Laplace transform of an exponential function? One over S minus N. So very good, Ian. So 1 over S minus N. So ganun lang siya, no? Ngayon kanina, actually ano yan, no? Yung kanina, it's an algebraic function. Ang sabi niya, kapag ang function mo daw is t squared, ang Laplace transform niya is 2 over S cubed. Bigyan ko yung iba. Let's say it's t cubed. So ang Laplace transform niyan is 6 over S to the 4th. Ang Laplace transform ng t is 1 over S squared. Ang Laplace transform ng t to the 4th it's 24 over S to the 5th. Okay, so kung meron tayong t raised to 5, what is the Laplace transform of it? Ayan ang pattern. So t squared is 2 over S cubed. T cubed is 6 over S to the 4th. T is 1 over S squared. T to the 4th is 24 over S to the 5th. Sorry, not T to the 5th. What is T raised to N? So wherein N is a constant. It's okay, very good. Galing. So that would be n factorial over S raised to N plus 1. So in short, meron tayong formula na ginagamit. So yung ginawa natin kanina, those are just derivation using the definition of the Laplace transform. Ngayon, meron tayong mga common formula that we are using. Okay, so para hindi natin gagawin yung long method. So in finding the Laplace transform of a function. And that is verse pala to. So ito sila. So meron tayong mga Laplace transform ng common functions. So ano yung mga common functions na to? Itong pitong ito. Ang Laplace transform nila, for example, if you have a constant, so any constant, so ang Laplace transform niya is C over S. So let's say Laplace transform of 9. So the Laplace transform of this is 9 over S. Laplace transform ng pi. So that is pi over S. Okay, so kapag constant. Kapag t raised to n naman, ito yung ginawa natin kanina. So yung n factorial all over s raised to n plus 1. So pag algebraic ito, okay? So t raised to n. N factorial over s raised to n plus 1. Kapag exponential naman, ito rin yung nakuha natin kanina. 1 all over s minus n. 1 all over s minus n. So nag-change lang yung sign. So let's say meron kang e raised to 2t. So Laplace transform niyan is 1 over s minus 2. Pero ang Laplace transform ng e raised to negative 3t, so that would become 1 over s plus 3 naman siya nun. Okay? Fourth, we have sine. Ang sine and cosine, so parehas ang denominator. S squared plus n squared. So remember, n here is the constant. Okay? N is the constant. So s squared plus n squared, s squared plus n squared. Parehas ang denominator. Nag-iba sila sa numerator. Ang sine, constant ang numerator niya. Ang cosine, variable naman. Okay, so sometimes pinagbabaligtad dito. Ako ang tinatandaan ko yung dulo. So dulo ng cosine is s. So dulo ng sine is n. Okay, so kaya ang sa taas is n, the sine, and then sa cosine, s naman yung nasa taas. Tapos yung hyperbolic sine at saka hyperbolic cosine, kamukha niya lang yung sa sine and cosine. The only difference, this time it's negative. Okay? Kapag negative yan, pag negative, it is hyperbolic. Pag positive, it is the basic sine and cosine. So, basta meron tayo nito, so limited tayo dito, no? Constant, algebraic, exponential, sine and cosine. So those are the following basic or the common Laplace transform table. Pero actually, mas marami pa to. So kung papansin niyo sa module nyo, meron doon yung Laplace transform table. Mas marami. Pero yung cover lang muna natin would just be the basic. So let's try to have our next set of examples. Okay. So by the way, in Laplace transformation, so parang kamukha niya lang yung property na ginagamit natin for integral calculus. Like for example, this one. So meron daw tayong f of t, so which is 4 plus 3 e raised to negative 2t. So yung Laplace transform nito, so the f of s of this one is the same as the, kapag sum and difference, pwede nating i-distribute yung Laplace transformation operation natin or the symbol. So this is the same as finding the Laplace transform of 4. And then, so since constant naman yung kasama ng exponential function, so pwede mong ilabas yung 3 and then get the Laplace transform of e raised to negative 2t. Okay? So 4 and then plus 3. So, ganun siya. Kamukha sa integral. Pero kung let's say meron ka ng t e raised to t. So, hindi pwede yung Laplace transform mo yung t, then Laplace transform mo yung e raised to t. Okay? So, in those cases, hindi applicable, hindi distributive yung Laplace transformation sa multiplication and division. Okay? So, distributive lang siya sa addition and subtraction. Okay? If the operation is addition and subtraction, so pwede mong i-distribute yung Laplace transformation symbol natin. Pero kapag multiplication and division, hindi pwede. So there are techniques on how to do it. So pagdating natin dun sa mga theorems natin. So para ma-resolve ang mga yon. Okay, so these are not equal. That's not possible. So ngayon, so how do we find the Laplace transform of this? So remember, the Laplace transform of a constant is C over S. The Laplace transform of e raised to nt, that is 1 over s minus n. So therefore, ang Laplace transform ng 4 is 4 over s, tapos plus 3, multiplied it with e raised to negative 2t, 1 over s plus 2. So, tapos, i-combine lang siya. So, ang LCD nito is s times s plus 2. So, divide it with s. So, matira would be 4 times s plus 2 and then plus 3 times s. Or 4s plus 3s. So, we'll have the by 3. Okay. So, we'll have the 7s plus 8 all over s times s plus 2. So, yun yung Laplace transform nito. Question. Lang. Okay, so let's have another example. So find the Laplace transform of cosine 5t plus sine 2t. So our f of t is cosine 5t then plus sine 2t. So remember the Laplace transform of cosine nt equals to s all over s squared plus n squared. The Laplace transform of sine nt naman is n over s squared plus n squared. So therefore, yung Laplace transform ng cosine 5t so would be s over s squared plus 5 squared then plus n. For sine 2t naman, so n is 2. So 2 over s squared plus 2 squared. Or s over s squared plus 25 plus 2 over s squared plus 4. And then combine natin sila to form a single term. So LCD is s squared plus 25 and s squared plus 4. We'll have s times s squared plus 4, then plus 2 times s squared plus 25. Or we'll just have s would be s cubed plus 4s plus 2s squared plus 50. Divide it with s squared plus 25, multiplied it with s squared plus 4. Or if you want to arrange it, our f of s then would be s cubed plus 2s squared plus 4s plus 50 all over s squared plus 25 s squared plus 4. Question? Do you get it? Okay, next. So, mabilis tayo pag wala nagtatanong, ha? So, f of t equals to e raised to t minus e raised to negative t squared. So, again, so similar in integral calculus, if there is an operation that is involved on the given function that we are finding its transformation, we need to perform the operation first. So before dealing with the Laplace transformation. So in this case, yung Laplace transform nito is, first step would be to expand it first. So e t raised to 2, so would be e raised to 2t, and then expansion nito minus 2 e raised to t, e raised to negative t. So negative and negative, so plus e raised to negative 2t. So f of t natin yan, so would be e raised to 2t plus e raised to negative 2t, and then this one becomes 1. Okay, so e raised to 0. So that would become minus 2. So now that we simplified it, so pwede na natin kunin yung Laplace transform niya. So this would be 1 over s minus 2 plus 1 over s plus 2 and minus 2 all over s. So f of s then, so we can combine them. So s minus 2, s plus 2 times s. So this would become s plus 2 times s plus s minus 2 times s minus 2 times s minus 2 s plus 2. Simplify it, so we'll have s squared plus 2s plus s squared minus 2s minus 2. So this is sum and difference, no? So this is the same as s squared minus 4. S minus 2 times s plus 2 is s squared minus 4. Sa baba, so ganun din. Unahin ko na yung s times s squared minus 4. So this is s squared plus 2s plus s squared minus 2s minus 2s squared plus 8 all over s times s squared minus 4. So ang f of s natin nun, so s squared plus s squared, 2s minus 2s squared, 0. So 2s minus 2s, 0. So matira would be 8 all over s times s squared minus 4. So therefore, this would be the Laplace transform of the given function. Okay. Kaya pa? Okay pa, no? So how about this one? So f of t is 4 cosine squared 4t minus 2. So in this case, so meron tayong Laplace transform ng 2. However, meron tayong cosine squared 4t. So wala tayo sa table na cosine squared. Ang meron tayo cosine lang. Okay, so it's just a plain cosine. So in cases like this, so we will be using some identities. Okay? So remember yung identity natin. But ano yung identity natin for cosine squared? So cosine squared, let's say cosine squared A equals to 1 plus uh, 1 plus cosine 2A all over 2. So remember this. So cosine squared A is equals to 1 plus cosine 2A all over 2. Kaya lang, ang A natin dito is 40. So therefore, a cosine squared 40 so would become 1 plus cosine. So 2 times 40 will have 80 all over 2. So kaya ang f of t natin, this is the same as 4. Then multiplied it with 1 plus cosine 80 all over 2. Then minus 2. So this would be 2 plus 2 cosine 80 minus 2. And 2 and 2 would cancel out. So ang f of t natin would just be 2 cosine 80. And then ang f of s natin so would be 2 cosine 80. So we'll have 8 all over s squared plus 64. So in short, f of s is 2s all over s squared plus 64. So yun yung Laplace transform ng 4 cosine squared 40 minus t. Next. So f of t is 2t minus 1 cube. So again, so may operation na involved. Wherein the algebraic function is raised to 3. So gawin natin, we need to expand. So recall sa ano natin yung Pascal triangle. So ang f of t natin, so we'll have the first one, so cube of the first. So 1, 2t cube. Tapos plus 3, 2t squared, negative 1 raised to 1, plus 3, 2t negative 1 squared, and plus 1, negative 1 cube. So this one would become 8t cube. And then 2 squared is 4 times 3 is 12. 12 t squared. Kaya lang negative yon. And then positive 60. Then minus 1. Ba? 8t cubed minus 12t squared plus 60 minus 1. So now that we were able to expand it, so kunin na natin yung Laplace transform niya. This is 8 multiplied it with 3 factorial over s to the 4th minus 12 2 factorial over s cubed plus 6 1 factorial over s squared and minus 1 all over s. Simply, 3 factorial is 6. 6 times 8 is 48 all over s to the 4th. Minus 2 times 12, 24 over s cubed. Plus 6 over s squared minus 1 all over s. Then combine lang natin sila. So this is s to the 4th. 48 minus 24s plus 6s squared minus s cubed. And that would be our final answer. Question before we proceed with the next topic. So that is our last example. So in finding the Laplace transform using common functions. So ano yung mga common natin? Algebraic, exponential, sine and cosine, plus the constant. So kapag hindi siya ganon, if there's an operation involved, perform the operation first. If we have a trigo function, which is not in the table, so we just need to use some identities first. Okay, so bago natin siya ma-solve. Okay, so yung sinasabi ko kanina na if there are cases, so we're in, it's a product of two different functions. Let's say yung t squared e raised to negative 2t. Or let's say t sine 3t. So things like this, so hindi sila pwedeng kunin yung Laplace transform ng each given function and then multiply the answer. So that won't be possible. So ang gagamitin natin, so will be the Laplace transformation using some theorems. Okay, so the first theorem that we will be having would be the shifting theorem. So when do we get, or when do we use the shifting theorem? So shifting theorem is applicable when a given function f of t is multiplied with an exponential function. Okay? So whatever would be that f of t, whatever would be that function, so as long as it is multiplied with an exponential function, then we can use the shifting theorem. So ano yun? So for example, I would have e raised to 2t times t squared. E raised to 3t sine 2t. Okay? E raised to 3t hyperbolic cosine of 4t. Okay? So things like this, so we could use shifting theorem. So how do we use the shifting theorem? So as you can see here, so we need to find first what is the Laplace transform of the function f of t. And then afterwards, we're going to perform the shifting. So for example, meron akong ito, e2t raised e2t then t squared. So una natin gagawin, so we need to find the Laplace transform of t squared and then i-transform nyo lang yung s into s minus 2. So, gawin natin nun. So t squared, ang Laplace transform niya, so would be 2 factorial over s cubed. And then shift it to 2 units. So ibig sabihin nun, lahat ng s, palitan mo ng s minus 2. So 2 factorial is 2 all over s minus 2 cubed. So that is how to use the shifting theorem. So lahat ng may s, so isi-shift mo ng 2 units. Okay? So this is one of the theorem. The next theorem is the multiplication by t raised to n. So this one, multiplication by t raised to n. Okay. So multiplication by t raised to n. So ano naman yon? So ito yung mga, let's say, t squared sine 3t. T e raised to 2t. So, pwede rin. Anything similar like that. So that is how to use the multiplication by t raised to n. So ang formula naman natin, by the way, mali ito. So this should be t raised to n. Ang formula naman natin would be this one. So negative 1 raised to n. So n here is the power of t. And then the nth derivative of the Laplace transform of f of t with respect to s. So kung ano yung n mo, so ganun ang power ng 1, at the same time, that is the number of times that you're going to derive the Laplace transform of the given function. So kunin mo muna yung Laplace transform na to, and then derive mo siya, and then multiply mo dun sa negative 1 raised to n. So that is the multiplication by t raised to n. So let's have an example on how to use that. So let's say daw meron kang f of t, so to be t to the fourth e raised to negative 3t. So para makuha mo ang Laplace transform niyan, so using our formula a while ago, so we need to find, kasi exponential siya, no? Nakamultiply siya sa exponential function. So therefore, so kunin mo muna yung Laplace transform ng t raised to the fourth, and then, so shift it. So shift mo siya ng s plus 3. So Laplace transform ng t raised to the fourth would be 4 factorial over s raised to 5. And then shift s to s plus 3. So 4 factorial is 24 over s plus 3 raised to 5. So that would be our f of s then. Okay. Questions? Yeah. Okay, next. Although this one, sige, later on pagkita ko na. Sabi niya specifically, we need to find the Laplace transform using multiplication by t raised to n. So ang f of t mo is t e raised to 2t. So kung gagamitin natin yung formula ng multiplication by t raised to n, I'll have negative 1 raised to n. So ang n natin is 1. So for this one, ang n natin is equals to 1. And then the first derivative of Laplace transform of the first derivative of the Laplace transform of e raised to 2t. So it's just a negative, the first derivative of 1 over s minus 2. So negative. So gawin ko na lang siyang negative, no? So taas natin siya. So afterwards, so we're just going to derive. Derivative nito is negative s minus 2. Negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. Derivative ng s minus 2 would be 1. So therefore, so negative and negative, positive, we'll just have 1 over s minus 2 squared. So 1 over s minus 2 squared. So that is by multiplication by t raised to n. Pero kung gagawin mo yung shifting theorem, actually mas madali yung shifting theorem, no? So kunin mo lang yung Laplace transform ng t and then shift it to s minus 2. So Laplace transform of t would be 1 factorial over s squared. Then s would be transformed to s minus 2. So answer would be 1 over s minus 2 squared. So which is the same as the So kaya nga kung pwede siyang shifting theorem, so use shifting theorem. So mas madali siya as compared dun sa multiplication by t raised to n. Especially kung ang power ng t is more than 1. Okay, so mas mahaba yung derivative niya. Another example. So we have hyperbolic cosine or e raised to 3t, hyperbolic cosine of 3t. So ang Laplace transform nito, so would be, using the shifting theorem, it's the Laplace transform of hyperbolic cosine 3t and then shifted to s minus 3. So hyperbolic cosine would be 3, or sorry, should be s over s squared minus 3 squared, which is 9. And then shifted to s minus 3. So lahat ng s, palitan mo, including the numerator. So this one would become s minus 3, then s minus 3 squared minus 9. So simplify this. So s minus 3 over s squared minus 6s plus 9 minus 9. And finally, so this would be s minus 3. So cancel na yun, no? Then we could factor out s here. So s would be s squared minus 6 to s minus 6. S minus 3 all over s times s minus 6. Number 13. Ito medyo by t raised to n. So dalawa to, dalawang beses. F of t is t squared sine 2t. So ang f of s natin yan, so kung multiplication by t raised to n yan, so that would be negative 1 raised to 2. The second derivative of the function, so with respect to s, and then yung Laplace transform ng sine 2t. So negative 1 squared, so it's already positive 1. So this is the same as second derivative yan, no? So gawin ko, pag-iwalay natin sila. So Laplace transform ng sine 2t would be 2 over s squared plus 4. Or this is the same as 2 times s squared plus 4 minus 1. So the first derivative of this would be negative 2 times s squared plus 4 raised to negative 2. Derivative ng s squared is 2s. So that would be the same as negative 4s. Then s squared plus 4 raised to negative 2. And afterwards, derive mo ulit. So u mo is negative 4s. So negative 4s. Then derivative nito ng v would be a negative 2. So times s squared plus 4. Negative 3. Then derivative ng sa loob, 2s. And then plus derivative ng negative 4s is negative 4. multiplied it with s squared plus 4 raised to negative 2. Or that would become, so positive yun. So 4 times 4, 16 s squared. Tama? So 4 times 4, 16 s squared. Then divide it with s squared plus 4 raised to 3. And minus 4 over s squared plus 4 raised to 2. So simplify. So s squared plus 4 raised to 3. So 16 s squared minus 4. So matira would be s squared plus 4. Or finally, so 16 minus 4. So we have 12 s squared minus 16 over s squared plus 4 raised to 3. So that would be our Laplace transform for e raised to, t squared sine 2t. So 12s squared minus 16 over s squared plus 4 raised to 3. Tama. Last one. So paano kapag tatlo na siya? Okay, so minultiply natin yung tatlo. So f of t is t e raised to 4t hyperbolic sine of 2t. So to resolve this one, so we need to do it pair by pair. So pwedeng yung sine, i-shift mo muna, and then afterwards, i-derive mo. Ibig sabihin, maunang shifting theorem. So parang ito muna, shift mo siya muna, and then afterwards, gamitin mo yung multiplication by t raised to n. So the other way around, pwede rin yung mauna muna yung ito, okay, multiplication by t raised to n, okay, and then afterwards, i-shift natin siya. Actually, mas madali ito. So kasi, mas konti yung diniderive natin. Kapag sinyift mo siya kaagad, and then later on, i-derive mo siya, medyo mahaba yung diniderive. But actually, whichever would be the solution, it would yield to the same answer. So I'll prefer the red one. So anuhin ko muna siya. So f of t niyan, so would be multiplication by t raised to n. So gawin lang natin, so that would be negative 1 raised to 1, and then the derivative, so with respect to s, nung Laplace transform ng hyperbolic sine of 2t, and then shift mo siya ng s minus 4. So this one would become negative. The first derivative of the Laplace transform of this one would be, for sine would be 2 over s squared plus 4. And then yung sagot dito, so shift natin ng s minus 4. So negative, the derivative of this, gawin natin siyang 2 times s squared plus 4 raised to negative 1. Then shift it to s minus 4. So negative 2 s squared plus 4 raised to negative 2. And then s squared is 2s. S minus 4. So we'll have positive 4s over s squared plus 4 raised to 2. And shift this one to s minus 4. We'll have 4 s minus 4. Then we have s minus 4 squared plus 4 squared. Or 4 s minus 4 over S squared minus 8S plus 16 plus 4. So plus 20 raised to 2. Ay, sorry. S. Ay, tama ba? Sign. Hyperbolic sign. Sorry, it should be negative. Mali yung sign ko. No? This should be negative. So negative, 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 negative. So 16 minus 4. So we'll have negative 5, 6, negative or positive 12. So 4s minus 4s squared minus 8s plus 12 squared. Okay. Ayun. So ngayon, that's all about Laplace transformation. Nag-lag na naman. No? Anyway, that's the final answer. 4s minus 4s squared minus 8s plus 12 squared. So later on, we'll have the inverse inverse Laplace. So doon natin makikita yung differential equation mamaya. Okay, so yung inverse Laplace, so to find the solution of a differential equation. So we'll show it later. Okay? May klase kayo after nito? Anong klase nyo ng 4:30? Okay. Yung data. Ayo nga pala. Kay Ma'am Doris, no? O sige, we'll meet again later at 6 o'clock para dun sa inverse Laplace transform. Unless you have some questions. So, ibibigay ko mamaya yung quiz nyo. No? Actually, kung nabasa nyo, available na siya sa Campus Plus Plus. Ay, sa Canvas. Okay? So, that's it for Laplace transformation. Sir, paano po malalaman if di siya pwede sa shifting? Ang shifting, basta ang function mo nakamultiply sa e raised to nt. Kapag hindi siya nakamultiply sa exponential function, hindi siya pwedeng shifting. Example, t squared sine 2t. So, hindi pwede yan ng shifting. Kasi wala kang exponential. Okay? I hope I answer your question. Okay. Other questions? Okay, so kung wala, we'll meet again later at 6. Okay? Good day.